Hey, thanks for tuning in tonight. I wanted to do a little precursor to next week's show. I was walking my dog in the park and something occurred to me about how miraculous life is and the way it never leaves us hanging. It has a way of swooping in and putting us on the path we're meant to be on, even when we don't know what that path is. And what I was reminded of was my senior year in high school. Little did I know where I'd be now, but I signed up for an interior design class, and I was so excited because I love decorating, and I was so excited to be, it was the first year my high school had offered this interior design class, and I was called into the guidance counselor's office 2 days before the class was to start. And she said, "We're sorry, but we're not going to offer this class. We're going to have to drop it. Not enough people signed up for it." And I was devastated. I was like, what am I going to do now? And she was like, "Well, you have two options, shop or journalism." And now, honestly, if it had been anything other than shop, I probably would have gone that route. But come on, it was shop. So I said, okay, journalism. And there I was in journalism. And, it's funny, I was a straight A or A plus student, honor roll student. That was the only class that I got B's and even a C in my whole life. And it wasn't because I wasn't good. That's the interesting part. It was because my teacher was harder on me in that class. And I think she ended up telling me, after I ended up winning the state competition for journalism in Texas that year, that she was hard on me because she saw my gift and my talent and wanted to make sure I developed it. And isn't that the way life sometimes is? Sometimes the things we're truly meant to do, sometimes it'll be a little hard because I think life, God really wants us to bring those gifts to the surface. And you're not going to be able to find that within you without some challenges. So anyway, I ended up being offered a full scholarship to TCU for journalism, which I turned down because at that point I had already made the trip to Nashville with my mother to pitch songs. And the first time I ever got off the plane here in Nashville, I knew I was home. I knew I was meant to come here. I felt extremely pulled here. So I never looked back. I moved to Nashville, and flash forward all these years later, as soon as I got divorced, the first thing when I got a little bit of stability, I was thinking, I've got to write. And so I didn't wait to find the job to write. I understand that you don't wait to find the job to do what you love. You do what you love, and the job will follow. So I started writing. And funny universe, I was telling everybody, because you speak your reality into existence. And I really meant it, and I was committed to it. And I said, I'm going to write cool stories about cool people, and I'm going to travel all over the world. And within a few days, I had met the guy who started Cool People Care, which I had never even heard of before I started saying I'm going to write cool stories about cool people. My first interview back into journalism after many years of being away from it was him, the founder of Cool People Care. I wrote the article. I sent it out to every journalist in publication I knew in town, and doors opened, and I ended up getting 2 or 3 published in Nashville Lifestyles magazine as a result of that. Story didn't actually get picked up, but it did open doors, into other assignments. And so that's just crazy how life works. But when you are on the path that you're meant to be on, and you're following your passion, and you're doing what you really love to do, and you would do it whether you got paid for it or not. I didn't care if I got paid for that. I was just going to do it. And that's just the key. Follow your bliss, follow your joy. Even if you don't know what path you're supposed to be on, trust in life that it will be shown to you. The events will be organized and rearranged to direct you and to push you in that direction. I could have been building carburetors, who knows, if I had taken shop. But I didn't, thank God. I went into journalism, and next week I'm going to be bringing you one of the top journalists in Nashville, and just a really another cool guy. Again, I'm just realizing that if you looked up cool in the dictionary, or these days if you Googled cool, there he'd be. So another thing I'm doing with cool people. So that's it. I hope you have a good rest of your week, and I will see you next week. Peace out.